read. Okay. Click any message to pin it. Okay. Use the options menu to unpin. Okay. Got it. Good morning. Y'all hear me reading that? Something came up. Oh, bejeebers. How are you guys? What's new? I did not work yesterday. So let me tell you, let me go back to when we ended on Friday. That's where it all starts. When we ended on Friday, I got out of my car, was walking towards the building, and it felt like that feeling where something just, somebody ran over a damn skunk. Oh my gosh. But it's that feeling where it felt like, like somebody just, like a blanket just falls on you, and it just, just kind of covers your body. It was weird, and it really kind of affected my head, because then I got, like my head was really heavy, and I started kind of walking crooked, like almost like I was like intoxicated, like heavily medicated or intoxicated, something like that. And I kept thinking, there is no one here. And I don't want to just fall out in this parking lot and be here and somebody, come along and find me. Oh gosh. So I just kind of took it really easy, and I kept telling myself, just get to the big columns. Well, for now, they'll be here in a minute. How you doing? How you doing? Anyway, let me finish telling this story. Because the replay people will come on. But now that I go to work so early, it's too early for a lot of the people. I'm good, honey. I'm good. So far, I'm good. Just say that. So I just keep telling myself, just make it to the columns in front of the building, and you can stop there. And so I was able to get there barely, and I was so loopy in my head. I was a wreck. And so once I got there, I just kind of leaned up against the column so that I would have some support. And so then I sent a message to someone that I work with in my department, thinking maybe he could be parked in the back. He gets there early. So, and I thought, I just need someone to help me walk into the building, because I don't know that I'm going to make it. And so I just said, you here? And he never responded. So that told me, okay, he's obviously not working today, being Friday. So finally I was able to kind of get brave enough to start walking into the building, and I did, and then I got into my area and just put my stuff down. And the first thing I did was check on my watch. I have that EKG app. So the first thing I did was do an EKG just to see how my heart was beating, and my heart rate was only 55 beats per minute, and I'm like, whoa, that is too low. I don't know why. And so I would wait a few minutes and I would check it again, and it just kind of seemed to toggle between 55 and 57 beats per minute. So I didn't really do anything much that day. I just kind of took it easy. And then my heart rate started getting up into the 60s. And then at some point that late afternoon or whatever, it finally got up into 70 to 74 or something like that. It was very, very scary. I don't know what was causing it. I don't know. But then yesterday, it was kind of like my heart rate was low. So that's why I didn't work yesterday. I just needed to kind of get that figured out. Yeah, so that was kind of scary. This is next Monday. So today's the 1st. Yeah, so Monday I have my monthly doctor's appointment, and it's right next to my regular doctor. So after the one appointment, then I'm going to go over to my regular doctor and have they need to do some blood work. I need to know what's going on. So someone had sent me something on how the toxins from a tick bite, the Lyme disease and everything, that can affect the muscles of your heart. And so I just need to get everything figured out and make sure that I'm okay. So anyhow, yeah, it was just kind of weird. Anyhow, okay, all right. So tell me what has been going on with you. What's new? What's exciting? Anything? I don't think I've really paid a whole heck of a lot of attention to anything that Without a Crystal Ball has put out. She's an idiot. That's just the bottom line. So, yeah. Hartman is off to Pizza College 2 today. Today and tomorrow. He's like, so if I can't get a ride home, can you help me out with that? I'm like, what do you mean help you out? Like, come get me? No, I can't do it. I cannot do it. I'm not going to Nashville through all that traffic, fighting. No, I can't. So if they are taking you there, they need to be picking you up too and bringing you back home. I mean, so I told him that I needed him to help me this month. And I told him not to be blowing his money. Don't buy clothes that he doesn't need. Don't. He said, no, all I've ordered is a hat. Okay. Which he doesn't really wear hats, so, but okay. So, he got a hat. This really nice jacket came in. He got this pin that I don't know what he's going to pin it to. I ain't even going to tell you what it says on here because I don't know. But anyway. And then yesterday I found 2 new t-shirts. That are for I don't know the name of the band. I can't read it. I can't make out the font, but it's Blasphemy something. It looks very, the pictures on the front look very satanic. No. So then I'm like, well, last night I said, okay, I need you to go ahead and give me a couple $100. He gave me $90 and said, this is all the money I have. Out of that $600 paycheck. Okay. And you know what? Honest to goodness, and this is so him. He tried to guess. He said, I will never be able to get moved out at this rate. Hold on. I'm the one that told you not to blow your money. I told you not to buy all this crap. You didn't need it. So this little $90 is not going to break the bank. Trust. But yeah, he desperately tried to flip it on me. And the fact of the matter is, I'm sure that's not all the money that he has. So, anyways, I will be hitting him up on his next check. Next Friday. Not this coming Friday, the next Friday. Yeah. this is real life. You know, you live paycheck to paycheck. It is what it is. You don't get to go and just splurge on stupid crap that you don't need. I think this happened. I don't think I told you guys about this. I don't think. So, but I told you that Tito caught a mouse. I mean, that ain't his eggs. They're still together. The last I heard that he told me was August the 1st. But I don't know if that's really the case. So, all right, I told you that Tito caught the mouse, right? Okay. So the other night, or the other evening, I was outside getting Mitty to come in, and my neighbor upstairs, she came out because somebody had delivered something to her door or whatever, and so she saw me standing out there, and she said, "Hey," and I could tell she was kind of embarrassed by this, but she said, "Have you had like a mice issue?" In my mouth, I know it hit the ground because I could not believe that she asked me that. Like, really? Because for her to ask me that meant she also. And, you know, and at some point in the conversation, I told her, listen, I hate that that's happening, but at the same time, I'm so glad. Because now it validates that, you know, to management that. So anyway, she said she hasn't actually seen any mice, but she can hear them, and they are leaving their remnants, you know, their little droppings on her kitchen counters. So what they have planted new flowers. What the delivery people had brought to her was some of those Decon mouse things, which I won't use those because I don't, you know, the little sticky things, I can't do it. I just can't do it. I think it's so cruel, but whatever, you know. Anyways, so I haven't followed up to see. So then yesterday, my neighbor across the way, across from me, said she came out, and so we were talking about stuff, and I told her about the lady upstairs also had mice, and she got kind of like, what? And she said, well, what does mouse poop look like? And I'm like, well, I'm like, you know what, just Google it, and look. And she said, okay. And then a little bit later, I had, you know, someone knocking at the door, and it was her. And so I opened the door, and she's standing there opening up this paper towel, and she kind of holds it out, and she's like, is this mouse poop? So there's definitely a problem. I've never really felt like that. But okay, so we've reconnected. So really quick, I'm just gonna go eat brown rice. Yeah, and we'll meet back here in the morning, Lord willing. Mwah! Have a good day, guys.